So I want to talk about this really special place. Yeah, once upon a time, there was a bar called the Dufferin in Vancouver, and it was actually there for many years. I think it was there from like the late '70s or mid '70s. Um, it was the longest running, one of the longest running queer spaces in Vancouver for decades, and um, yeah, I guess I sort of came out into the scene and came into my own sexuality at the tail end of this bar's existence. Um, I think the first time I was there, I might have been around 17, 17 or 18, so I definitely wasn't of age. But I mean, the Dufferin was the kind of place where that didn't matter. Like, the Dufferin, yeah, it was so infamous and so loved and so wrong, but so delicious at the same time. It was just like this cornucopia of places into one. Like, I've been to so many gay bars all around the world. Really, I really have. But I've never been anywhere even near, as eccentric as a Dufferin, because, you know, anything could happen. You never knew the things that you were going to see. It had some of the most interesting performers ever, like people that were just, wanting to put their art out there, that were willing to lose all kinds of inhibitions, that were, I saw like queer mimes. I saw like, I remember this firefighter, he used to always do this show where he would actually light things on fire on the stage as he was like naked, and he would like do like some fire dance around it, like they'd have like a whole bunch of like First Nations drag queen nights as well. And yeah, they'd always like very DIY costumes, and they always had like really cool accessories and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean the Dufferin, it was a special place. Um, it was also really important because it was free. It catered to a very diverse group of queers. A lot of elderly people went there. A lot of people from the downtown east side went there. A lot of street workers went there. A lot of people that would move into the city from other parts of the province or from other parts of the country would use that sort of as a launching pad to create networks and to create community, because it was free, and because it was a good place to get your drink spot. All you had to do was sort of sit down, especially if you were younger, right? And people would sort of just come and talk to you, and sometimes there were different intentions, but people were always willing to strike up a conversation and stuff like that. It was also really popular amongst students, such as myself. That's how I became acquainted with it, because I knew it was free. I knew I wasn't going to get carded. And I remember at one point, sometime in like the early 2000s, you could buy a pitcher for like $7. So, I mean, that was insane. Oh, we also had a karaoke. It had a karaoke bar too, like just behind like the main dance floor. You'd go down these stairs and there was this karaoke bar, and it was free, and it was insane. It was just absolutely insane, man. Yeah, it was just a great place, and unfortunately, I think it closed down. It was bought by some swanky investors that have, as of like 2007, I think, transformed it into a boutique hotel called the Moda. So I think that it was a huge loss for Vancouver's queer community, huge, because it was outside of Davie Street, and it was just like everybody could access it. Like absolutely everyone and anyone could access it. And of course, there was a whole bunch of people that were always talking shit about it. It got tons of slack. A lot of the Davie Street fags were always, like either scared or ambivalent or just didn't even know of its existence. But for me, it was really important, and I know for a lot of people that aren't on Davie Street and aren't really vocal about what they need or what they want. It was really important because it was a place where they could feel comfortable and be represented, you know, well. So that makes me sad, and yeah. But I'm really, really glad and fortunate that I was able to be a part of a part of that scene. I don't know if you could call it a scene. But anyways, that I was able to be a patron of that awesome place called the Dufferin. And I'm trying to remember the cross street, but I think it was Seymour and Nelson. Was it that? Yeah, I think it was Seymour and Nelson, the legendary Dufferin. So that's my story.